when the pandemic started around that timing, it took me about 8 months to realize that, hey, you know what, maybe this is something that I could go on all the way. In between the 8 months, I had a lot of like back and forth inside of me. I was like, okay, can I go on living? You know, I'm not young. I'm in my mid 30s and my cushion to fall back is very thin. So if I make mistakes, who am I going to fall back to? My parents are not at that age to like, you know, save me, right? Things like that. So I have to make life decisions on my own. So it took me 8 months of feeling the level of anxiety to how do I get out of this? I still applied for jobs that time, tried to get back on my corporate track. But because it was the early stages of the pandemic, nobody was hiring. And all the feedback that I got at that time was like, we love you, we love the conversations, but we don't know what's going to happen with our business. Hence, we couldn't make the decisions. So I was like, okay, nothing much we can do about that, right? But while I was like trying to find my way out of that, I still did things inside of esports. Like I did content, I still look for opportunities. And after 8 months, it's just like, okay, you know what? No point going against the waves, because at that point in time, you don't know how long the pandemic would last, right? Let's focus on things that we can control a little bit better. I can't control how long the pandemic will be, right? So let's control the things that we can control. What's the current status of the market? Digital content is blooming. There's a lot more demand for esports, which is the things I do. Why not just go all in onto it and just try to hold on as long as possible and see how big it can grow to? And then when the pandemic starts to relax, by that time, I would have had this opportunity teaching, which was my all-time passion or my long-term passion. And I've done all these other great things as well that I'm really grateful of. Hence, I reached that stage of like, oh, even though after the pandemic, I was like, doesn't seem too bad. So perhaps I can just go on with it for now.